Hey folks, Terrence here. Just coming back with a really quick update from the Chestnut Orchard portion of the property. Started videoing earlier while I was at here with the kids and got a little distracted, so didn't really wrap it up. But basically just wanted to do a quick walkthrough before we got out of here. As you can see, those that saw the last video where we were planting like native wildflower and native grass seed, a shorter grass. The old grasses that's been growing out here still out competed because we didn't want to do any spraying or anything, but like I said, it still shot up. We've had so much rain, but when you walk through that, you still see some of the stuff we planted coming up through that. So the solution I'm thinking is maybe we just mow it. I'll probably have my guy back out here to come and mow everything, just so that this stuff won't really continue to choke out the grasses and those seed heads continue to just drop and keep growing, and just mow it down enough when the stuff starts to get this tall so that the shorter grasses can really kick in and they have the opportunity to seed. So that's what we'll probably do. As you can see, all of the bigger trees out here are covered in catkins. We've had so much rain just about every day or every other day out here. And this is one of the bigger trees. Catkins, female flowers, just covered all over them. And this is one that was, like I said, some years back that was damaged. There used to be a single trunk tree that I don't know what happened. Something came through here and the trunk was starting to rot out. I think probably from the sun shining on it, because it had cracked and something came running through here and just snapped the top right off of it. Could have been deer, pigs, whatever, but it sprouted back up, and like I said, it put on a couple of nuts last year, but it looked like it's gonna be loaded this fall. Same for that. That's a Dunstan right there, got from Walmart a few years back, and it really took well. That's one of the taller trees that put on quite a few nuts this past year. Like I said, everything out here, all of these chestnut trees are flowering. Walked down and about. I took a lot of pictures of the Cheryl chestnut trees that are doing well. Oh shoot, I got some hazelnuts growing up out here too. So I did seed in a few hazelnuts. Ooh, that's a snake. I'm glad I spooked him and the family wasn't out here because they'd have freaked out. But yeah, so basically when I planted those wildflower seeds, I put in some hazelnuts, some American and some hybrid hazelnuts. And so some of that stuff's coming up. I think I see another one over there. Yeah, that's a grapevine. But yeah, I got all kind of stuff popping up out here. Anyway, once I get my guy back out here with the mower, then he can really knock some of this other stuff down. But then I got to come in here before he does that and really mark my hazelnuts so he won't cut them down. But yeah, the chestnut trees, they are loaded. I found other hazelnuts along that tree line over there. We really need to come in here later on and get this food plot and stuff maintained some more. The guy that usually hunts this side, he didn't get to make it out here to really replant his food plot for the spring to have a summer plot. Thought he would have got some soybeans out here or something. But yeah, see all those catkins on those trees, everything out here, all of the bigger trees anyway. We got some younger trees, 1 and 2 year old trees on the other side that hadn't started yet, but all these big trees, and these few big trees have been putting on nuts the last few years, but this past fall, most of them medium-sized trees, like 4 year old trees, really started to put on nuts. And so I got a lot of them back over that way, and everything out here is covered in catkins. Everything. It's a smaller one. that came back, Dunstan, Walmart Dunstan. You know, folks usually say that the Dunstan is, you know, isn't the best, but I don't know, maybe this particular group of Dunstans that I ended up purchasing, I didn't buy it from Chestnut Hill. I bought them from a nursery in Houston, and it's a lady, it's a wholesale nursery in Houston, a friend of mine's, and she basically swaps out plants with me, and I take her something like hazel or almost like hybrid American chestnuts, and you know, she'd work out a really sweet deal with me on those Dunstans. So that's one of the first things I started planting. Now I got some everything mixed up out here, but the last couple of years I've noticed, and you let those Dunstans, once we get them out and they dry out a week or two in the fridge, they are about the sweetest nut that I've had. So unless she's misidentified them or unless they are revival Dunstan, yeah, just something unique about them. Actually, I think I've had other Dunstans and they're probably not quite as sweet as these that I have out here. So yeah, maybe these were revival or something like that, but they produced a pretty sweet nut, just about every one of them I put out here. So my plan was to put better trees or more name brand trees out here and thin them out over time as the bigger trees grew, and thin out a few Dunstans, except for good producers and good tasting nuts. But so far, most of those that I've tasted, and I've compared them with peach and everything else, and they were pretty dang good. So these are my apple trees. This is Cornvale. No fruit this year. I think the freeze back in February may have killed all of the buds off of them. You know, here in Texas, fruit trees and stuff starts to bloom in late February, and that freeze came and hit hard. And this is the Golden Delicious, and I'm gonna get a dozer guy to come back here and all of this stuff behind them along the fence line over here to just clean all of this stuff up, because I got some small apple trees in here too that's just not doing the greatest because they're not getting a lot of sunlight. But anyway, just wanted to show you the bigger trees in bloom. I'm wrapping up and closing this gate, and I'll give you guys another update the next time I'm out. I'm supposed to be getting some beehives out here on my next trip, so I'll give an update then when I make that trip out here. Anyway, thanks for watching.